Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we unlock the hidden secrets of the human mind and spirit through ancient wisdom. Many believe courage is a trait you are born with, a rare gift bestowed upon only a chosen few heroes. We often feel paralyzed by fear, believing that our hesitation is a sign of weakness or a lack of character. However, true courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastered ability to take action despite its overwhelming presence. Neuroscience and ancient traditions agree that bravery is actually a skill, a muscle that can be strengthened through daily practice. Today, we will explore the forgotten rituals of the samurai and combine them with cutting-edge psychological techniques for total mastery. We will dissect three powerful pillars: misogi, mushin, and hara, which form the foundation of an unshakable and courageous spirit. We will also learn modern hacks, like the 5-second rule, to bypass your brain's natural tendency to hesitate indefinitely. By the end of this video, you will have a complete toolkit to transform fear into your greatest source of power. Let us begin our journey by stepping back in time to understand the first pillar of the courageous samurai way. The first pillar is misogi, a ritual of purification through extreme difficulty, often involving cold water and intense physical endurance. In ancient times, warriors would stand under freezing waterfalls to cleanse their spirits and test the limits of their resolve. The purpose was not just physical cleanliness, but to train the mind to remain calm amidst extreme discomfort and shock. When cold water hits your skin, your body screams in panic, a direct signal from the amygdala, your fear center. By voluntarily staying in the cold, you force your prefrontal cortex to override this panic, asserting control over your instincts. This ancient practice is supported by modern science, proving that voluntary suffering builds resilience and increases your threshold for stress. Misogi teaches us that by seeking out difficult challenges, we prepare our minds to handle the unexpected storms of life. It is about convincing your brain that you are safe, even when your body is sending signals of extreme distress. This separation of physical sensation from emotional reaction is the key to maintaining composure in high-pressure situations and crisis. You do not need a waterfall to practice misogi. A daily cold shower is a sufficient modern equivalent for training. Over time, this practice lowers your baseline heart rate and reduces the physiological impact of anxiety on your daily life. The feeling of accomplishment after surviving the cold releases dopamine, reinforcing the behavior of facing difficult challenges head-on. Just as steel is forged in fire and quenched in water, your character is hardened by the trials you choose. Misogi is the art of doing what is hard, not because you have to, but to prove you can. This builds a reservoir of inner strength that you can draw upon when life throws involuntary challenges your way. When you conquer the cold, you realize that most of your daily fears are mental constructs, not physical threats. You are literally rewiring your brain to pause the fear response and allow your rational mind to take the driver's seat. Misogi clears the fog of hesitation, leaving you with a crystal-clear perception of your own capabilities and hidden potential. It is the training ground for the hero within, preparing you to act when others freeze in the face of danger. Pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from enduring it voluntarily will last for the rest of your life. Once the body is disciplined through misogi, we must turn our attention to the mind with the second pillar, mushin. Mushin translates to no mind, a state where the mind is not fixed on anything and is open to everything. For a samurai, hesitation meant death. They had to act without thinking, moving instinctively in a state of pure flow. Mushin is the absence of discursive thought, worry, or anxiety about the future outcome of your current actions. This state is cultivated through zazen meditation, teaching the practitioner to observe thoughts without getting attached to any of them. When you achieve mushin, your mind becomes like a clear mirror, reflecting reality exactly as it is, without distortion. In modern psychology, this is known as the flow state, where action and awareness merge into a single, seamless experience. Fear cannot exist in Mushin, because fear requires a projection into the future, while Mushin exists only in the now. By training your mind to be empty, you remove the clutter of doubt that usually prevents you from taking bold risks. Anxiety is simply the mind spinning stories about what might go wrong. Mushin silences the storyteller and empowers the actor. The arrow hits the target not because the archer tried hard, but because the archer got out of the way. You can practice this by fully immersing yourself in simple tasks, like washing dishes or walking, without mental multitasking. When the mind is still, the correct action arises spontaneously. Courage becomes a natural response rather than a forced effort. Mushin allows you to react to life's challenges faster than your conscious mind can process them, bypassing fear circuits. It is a state of relaxed alertness. You are ready for anything because you are not expecting any specific thing. Public speaking becomes easier when you stop thinking about how you look and focus entirely on the message itself. To learn courage, you must first unlearn the habit of overthinking. Empty your cup so it may be filled. Observe the stillness of a predator before the strike. That is Mushin. Total presence, zero distraction, maximum potential energy. A mind in Mushin is like the moon on water. If the water is turbulent, the reflection is broken. But how do we achieve this stillness when our hearts are racing? This leads us to the third pillar, Hara. Hara refers to the physical and energetic center of the body, located about 2 inches below the navel. The samurai believed this was the seat of the soul and the source of all courage and vital energy. When you are frightened, your energy rises to your chest and throat. Hara brings it back down to earth. The technique involves deep belly breathing. This is not mystical. It is a physiological switch for your nervous system. Deep abdominal breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which sends a powerful signal of safety directly to your brain. This immediately lowers your heart rate and blood pressure, physically forcing your body out of the fight or flight mode. You can use Hara anywhere. When you feel fear rising, focus all your attention on that point below your navel. Think of it as dropping an anchor. No matter how rough the surface waves are, the deep ocean remains still. Shallow chest breathing feeds anxiety. Deep belly breathing starves it. You control your mind by controlling your breath. The samurai cultivated Hara to face death. You can use it to face a difficult conversation or a public speech. Physical stability creates mental stability. When your center of gravity is low, you are harder to push around mentally. This practice builds a reservoir of vital energy. You stop leaking power through nervous tics and anxious fidgeting. Exhale longer than you inhale. This triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural relaxation and recovery mechanism. Hara gives you the balance to ride the waves of life, rather than being drowned by them. Be the stone, not the leaf. Let the chaos flow around you while you remain grounded in your center. Practice this while driving, sitting at your desk, or waiting in line. Make Hara your default state of being. These 3 ancient pillars form a powerful foundation. Now, let's add modern psychological tools to supercharge your courage. We move from the temples of Japan to modern research labs. The first modern tool is the 5-second rule, popularized by Mel Robbins. This technique is a simple metacognitive tool to trick your brain into taking immediate action. The rule is simple. The moment you have an impulse to act on a goal, you must count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then physically move. If you do not move within 5 seconds, your brain will kill the idea. Your brain is designed to protect you from discomfort. It will instantly generate excuses to keep you safe and stagnant. Counting backwards interrupts your habitual thought patterns and distracts your prefrontal cortex from generating fear-based excuses. Use this when you want to speak up in a meeting, approach someone new, or start a difficult workout. There is a small window of opportunity between the thought and the hesitation. The countdown forces you through that window. Courage is not a personality trait. It is a push. You are just one push away from a different life. The counting acts as a starting ritual. It shifts you from thinking mode into doing mode before fear can paralyze you. This activates the activation energy required to start a chemical reaction. The hardest part is always just starting. Do not wait to feel like it. You will never feel like doing difficult things. You must parent yourself into action. The 5-second rule is the booster rocket that helps you break free from the gravity of your own hesitation. By repeatedly taking action, you build a new identity. You become the type of person who takes action immediately. Confidence is built on a stack of small victories. Each time you count and act, you add to that stack. This leads us to our next modern technique, the concept of micro-sucks, or voluntary small discomforts. Micro-sucks are small, annoying tasks that you deliberately choose to do precisely because you do not want to do them. Scientists have found a brain region called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, which is linked to willpower and the will to live. This area gets smaller in people who are obese or depressed, but gets larger in athletes and those who overcome challenges. You can grow this brain area by doing things you hate. Take the stairs, do the dishes immediately, make your bed. It is not about the task itself, it is about the friction. That mental friction is the whetstone for your will. Think of it as callousing your mind. If you can handle these micro discomforts, the big fears become manageable. If you only do what is easy, life becomes hard. If you do what is hard, life becomes easy. Every time you choose the harder path, you are depositing capital into your bank account of self-discipline. These are low-stakes opportunities to practice courage. You are training yourself to override the desire for comfort. When a real crisis hits, you will not panic because you are used to the sensation of doing what you do not want to do. A developed AMCC is the biological signature of a tenacious human being. It is the seat of the will to live. The joy on the other side of suffering is sweeter than any pleasure gained from easy comfort. Build these micro-sucks into your day. They are the daily vitamins for your courage immune system. Now, let's address the feeling of fear itself with our final technique, cognitive reframing. Physiologically, fear and excitement are almost identical. High heart rate, sweaty palms, cortisol, and adrenaline. The only difference is the label your mind puts on the sensation. Fear is stop. Excitement is go. When you feel those symptoms, do not try to calm down. That is like trying to stop a freight train. Instead, reframe the energy. Tell yourself, I am excited. You are hijacking the arousal for a positive outcome. This is called anxiety reappraisal. It is easier to move from high anxiety to high excitement than to low calm. Your body is giving you energy to perform. Thank it, relabel it, and use it to sharpen your focus. By saying, I am excited, you shift your mindset from a threat mindset to an opportunity mindset. You stop being a victim of your biology and become the master of your emotional interpretation. We have covered misogi, mushin, hara, the 5-second rule, micro-sucks, and cognitive reframing. These are not just concepts, they are daily rituals. Courage is a habit you build, one brave choice at a time. You do not need to be born a warrior. You become one by forging yourself in the fires of voluntary discomfort. Start today. Take a cold shower. Breathe into your belly. Count to 5. Do the thing that scares you. Your potential is infinite, but it lies on the other side of your fear. Go there. and you will find yourself. If this video ignited a spark in you, please like and share it with someone who needs this message today. Thank you for watching Infinite Mind Potential. Subscribe now to continue your journey toward mastering the art of true courage. Remember, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. See you in the next video. Let these words sink in. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Mark Twain knew this. As you go about your week, observe your reactions. Notice when you pull back and choose to lean in instead. Document your journey. Write down every time you overcame a small fear. Evidence builds confidence and destroys self-doubt. The world is moving fast. Do not let fear leave you standing still on the sidelines of your own life. We were all born with resilience. Watch a child learn to walk. They fall, but they never think of quitting. Reclaim that childlike spirit. The spirit that does not know the concept of failure, only the process of learning. Be a lighthouse for others. When you show courage, you give everyone around you permission to be brave too. Courage is contagious. Your acts of bravery ripple out and strengthen your family, your friends, and your community. Find your stillness. In the silence of Mushin, you will find the answers that the noise of fear has hidden. Reconnect with the physical world. Fear lives in the imagination. Courage lives in the tangible reality of the present moment. Breathe. The breath is the bridge between the mind and body. Use it to cross over from panic to power. Trust in the flow of life. You are supported by the same energy that spins the planets and lights the stars. You are ready. You have the tools. You have the knowledge. All that is left is for you to act. Knowledge without action is merely entertainment. Do not just watch this video. Live it. Make it your reality. Identify one thing you have been putting off. Just one. Apply the 5-second rule and do it immediately after this. That small step is the beginning of a new you. A you that is defined by courage, not confined by fear. Fly high. The view is much better from above the clouds of fear. You were meant to soar, not to hide. Growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Embrace the rain so you can enjoy the bloom that follows. Social courage is just as important as physical courage. Open your heart to others despite the risk of rejection. Commit to yourself. Be the person you can trust. When you say you will do something, ensure that it gets done. Time is running out. Do not spend your precious life worrying about things that may never even happen. Live so that when you look back, you see a life full of daring adventures, not a list of safe excuses. Let your courage be the fire that warms your home and lights the way for your children and friends. The world needs brave people. It needs leaders, creators, and warriors of light. It needs you to step up. Create your life with bold strokes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are just proof that you are trying. Claim your summit. Whatever your mountain is, start climbing. The view from the top is worth every struggle. You're a drop in the ocean, but you contain the power of the entire ocean within you. Embrace the mystery. Embrace the unknown. That is where magic happens. That is where you find out who you are. Find peace in the chaos. Be the calm eye of the storm. That is the ultimate mastery of the mind. Let the light in. Open the windows of your soul and let courage drive out the shadows of fear. Like a lotus flower, let your courage bloom from the mud of your struggles. Beauty comes from overcoming adversity. Honor the heroes among us and recognize the hero within yourself. You are capable of more than you know. This is your time. This is your moment. Seize it with both hands and never let go. Be brave. Be brave not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. The world is waiting for your courage. Thank you for being part of the Infinite Mind Potential community. We are honored to walk this path with you. Check the description for more resources and join us next time for another deep dive into the human mind. Until then, stay strong, stay curious, and keep unlocking your infinite potential. Goodbye, and see you soon.